Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 Local News for Wednesday, December 4th, 2024. The suspect in a hit-and-run collision from January will return to court on Friday. Here is reporter Adeline J. Wells with more on the case.
Troy Reynolds, the suspect in a hit-and-run collision that resulted in the death of Yucca Valley teenager Joshua Barreras, is scheduled to return to court on Friday morning for an early disposition hearing. Reynolds is accused of striking the victim with a truck and fleeing the scene on the evening of January 26th. Sheriff's deputies found Barreras lying unresponsive in the center median of 29 Palms Highway near the intersection at Avalon Avenue. He was pronounced deceased at the High Desert Medical Center that night. Reynolds' last court hearing was 8 weeks ago on October 9th. While the hearing resulted in a continuance, the case was referred to probation for a pre-plea report and a pre-sentence report. Troy Reynolds is charged with felony hit and run resulting in permanent injury or death. He is currently out on $500,000 bail. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Adeline J. Wells.
Final results of the November 5th election have been released, and one close local race, the Morongo Valley Community Services District Board of Directors, has settled with Stephen Hayden and Eva Rowles as the winners of the final two seats for the five-person board. The race for the Morongo Valley CSD, the local elected body that oversees Morongo Valley's fire department, Covington Park, and other infrastructure, has seen the lead for these seats shift several times over the last few weeks. All of the board's 5 total seats were up for re-election this year, split amongst 2 distinct races, with the top vote getters in each race filling the seats. 3 candidates vied for 2 full-term seats, with incumbents Christina Gorky and Lance Fisher winning over challenger Janet Osborne. The second race saw 4 candidates running for 3 open seats, and saw significant shifts as ballots continued to be counted since November 5th. Johnny Tolbert Jr., the longest-serving incumbent on the board, held a significant lead over the other 3 candidates. Newcomer Eva Rowles took second place with 605 votes, and incumbent Stephen Hayden secured third place with 577 votes, securing the 4th and 5th seats of the board. Incumbent Lynn Watts was just 11 votes shy, coming in with 566 votes total. Other races throughout our community have been called prior to yesterday's final result release. See our previous coverage for other local election winners. Later today, Yucca Valley's High Desert Water District and Joshua Tree's Joshua Basin Water District each meet. The meeting in Yucca Valley begins promptly at 4 p.m., while down the highway in Joshua Tree, the gavel comes down at 5:30 p.m. Here's reporter Mike Lipsitz with your Wednesday Water Roundup.
Directors at the High Desert Water District will vote on board officers for 2025 and later consider entering a general manager employment agreement with interim general manager Tony Culver. Today's meeting takes place at the district office on the highway at Inca Trail. And down the highway in Joshua Tree, the Joshua Basin Water District Board will consider the reappointment of David Carrillo to the Citizens Advisory Council and possibly hire former 29 Palms General Manager Ray Kolish to serve as Interim Director of Operations. That meeting takes place at the district office on Choita Road in Joshua Tree. See this story at Z107.7 FM.com for links to both agendas, which include instructions for remote attendance. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Mike Lipsitz.
The Dale Basin well owners will meet to elect board members for 2025 this weekend. The annual election comes at a time when the Dale Basin Well Owners Association board has several new openings, including president, vice president, and 2 director positions. Though the roles are mostly administerial, the board members meet an additional 2 or 3 times a year, and any experienced well owner with an internet connection is encouraged to apply. You can find additional application details at a link in this story at our website. Also at this weekend's general meeting, the association will receive a year-to-date financial report from the treasurer, continue their Ask a Well Driller segment for general well-related questions, and current president Chancey Chambers will give a talk on pressure switches. The Dale Basin Well Owners Association meets this Sunday at 11 a.m. at the Wonder Valley Community Center, located at 80526 Amboy Road. Christmas is in the air. Last night, the city of 29 Palms held their annual tree lighting, light parade, and holiday market. More than 3,000 people turned out in their holiday finest to watch the light parade through the streets of 29 Palms. Z107.7's own Gary Daigneault provided music, and though there was a slight delay, Santa and Mrs. Claus were on hand to light the Christmas tree.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The city's holiday market continues tonight at Freedom Plaza. And tonight in Yucca Valley, the town will hold their annual Christmas tree lighting, and Santa Claus will be there as well. Where's the tree, you ask? Here's Clayton Rardin from Yucca Valley's Parks and Recreation Department providing details to Up Close show host Gary Daigneault.
So our winter programs, December 4th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., we have a tree lighting ceremony in the parking lot of the Yucca Branch Library. So there's a concrete pad there that was home to some temporary public art. That artwork was just taken down at the end of its term, and the tree will be going up over the next week and a half or so.
And that's where that metal art was in the corner there? That's
correct.
Perfect
right,
place.
Right
Yeah.
on the intersection, that
Yeah.
kind of southwest corner
Yeah.
of Joshua Lane and the highway and 247.
Nice.
Tree will go in. We'll have a lighting ceremony on the 4th.
The tree lighting is at 5 p.m. tonight. The town hopes to see you there. And finally, Theater 29 has a gala holiday celebration on tap for the opening night of The Sound of Music this Friday. Arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas breaks out his tuxedo to file this report.
It's time to get all glammed up and enjoy a gala holiday celebration for the opening of the classic Broadway musical, The Sound of Music at Theater 29. The event will feature heavy hors d'oeuvres inspired by the show from chef Tristan Ross, a champagne toast, and signature cocktail. There will also be a live and silent auction for what will be the biggest fundraiser of the year. The evening's dress will be semi-formal with a nod to holiday finery. The doors will open at 6 p.m. for the fun and frivolity with a 7 p.m. curtain. A tuneful, heartwarming story, The Sound of Music is based on the real-life story of the Von Trapp family singers, one of the world's best-known concert groups preceding World War II, starring Annalisa Pilecki as Maria and Graham Cooley as Captain Georg Von Trapp. Tickets for the opening night fundraiser gala only are at $50 and are available online at theater29.org. Tickets for the rest of the run through December 22nd are also available on their website. Reporting for Z107.7, this is arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas.
That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmatz.